How you doing there, folks? I wanted to make you guys another video here and tell you why the Re-Pubic Hairs, that's the Republicans, why they hate immigration reform posed by Barack Obama. Okay, now, it's not even that they don't really want the reform, because, you know, all Barack wants is for them to be able to, he wants them to learn to speak English. He wants them to become responsible tax-paying citizens, the ones that are here, and they've been here for generations and generations, you know. And he doesn't want a bunch of new ones coming over, okay? On contrast now, the Re-Pubic Hairs, they say all the right things, but if you just read their doublespeak, then you know that they don't really mean what they say, because they don't want the type of reform that Barack Obama wants. They want to deport all the ones that are here that they consider quote-unquote illegal, but that's only for one reason, okay? That's because if they can send, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 of them back or whatever, then that will collapse the economy, or it'll collapse it enough that they can blame the collapse on Barack Obama, you see. So that's the reason why they're against that. And because they can't get anything on him, because he's the greatest president in U.S. history. So they have to, like, just keep trying to make up shit. You see, like, how they don't even mention him anymore in the same breath with Hillary Clinton as Benghazi. You know, because Hillary didn't do anything wrong, but they just, you know, they don't have anything on them. So they have to just make it up. So they're completely against anything that's positive that Brock does, because they want credit for it. Now, they're not against it because they actually want credit for it. You see what I'm saying? They want to be able to say, we did it. Like healthcare reform and even same-sex marriage. You know, if it would have been where they were going to do it, you know, they do it in a certain way, but they certainly would have done it because it's time, you see. So, I mean, they're the worst Congress that we've ever had, basically. And the opposition is only because, you know, Barack Obama was black. That's it. There's no other reason. But they just are against that immigration reform that he wants to implement, which he's going to just have to do through executive order, because they don't want his presidency to end as just incredible as it is, because also his ratings just went up to like the highest they've ever been, like almost 60% in some polls, over 60 in some polls, his approval rating. They can't have that, because that means they can't get a president. There's nobody they can get elected. They can't get Jeb Bush elected. You just had Scott Walker today announce his presidency. You know, I mean, they don't have anybody that will be able to compete with Hillary Clinton. Plus, it's time for a female president, and they don't want, you know, if they could get Ann Coulter to be president, they'd be fine. But they can't. You know, Hillary Clinton is just going to be unbelievable, because she'll have Barack Obama behind her. She'll have Bill Clinton behind her. And she's certainly the smartest political mind we've ever seen in our lives. So, you know, and in my opinion, she's probably a little bit meaner than Barack. He's a little more ruthless. So, I feel sorry for people that stand in her way. You know what I mean? So, so it's just basically that they like to see the economy collapse, because those workers, the quote unquote illegals, they perform so many tasks that you know, they do almost all the landscaping in Texas. You know what I mean? They do a lot of jobs that even manual construction jobs that other people just don't want to do. And they will come here and they will work their asses off and do that shit. And what that does also, the reason why Republicans really technically love those workers is because their rich friends can use those people for cheap labor, for cheaper labor than they would have to pay an American, and they don't have to give them any job security, and then they can just simply, when they get, finished with them or whatever, they can just tell them, to go to hell or whatever, what are they basically going to do? And they can also use them against American people as a threat, well, you're so arrogant, you want all this, you want all this better stuff. We'll just give your job to these immigrants, and then we'll be against you getting unemployment. See, so that just totally traumatizes the American person, and all the while the Republicans are busy on the surface crying about it, but they really love it, you see, because it benefits them and their style of governing. So that's just the basic reason why they're against it. So there you have it.